Hi actors, it's Wendy Alane Wright, the Hollywood talent manager in Los Angeles, California. Today I just want to talk to you about showcases. Should you do actor showcases? My answer is yes. In LA we have them every single week. In other parts of the country they're rare. They're once or twice a year. What does a showcase do? It brings in agents or managers and casting directors from LA or from New York into local communities or like Idaho, Montana, Georgia, places where you don't have access to us. And you do scenes and you showcase your talent in front of industry people. They charge you for them, yes. Some are very expensive, some are not so expensive. And the reason they charge is they have to pay all those people to come all the way in to do those. A lot of times they have to pay to fly people in to do that and put them up for 2 nights. So it costs money to get those people out to you. Is it helpful? Does it help you get an agent? Sometimes. All the time? No. Is it guaranteed? No. But can it help? Yeah. If you can't get to LA and you don't live here, or you're not in New York or in Chicago or any of the major hubs, and you don't have access to agents and you want an agent to be working with you on your career, then why not do a showcase? Here's what showcases do. It gives an opportunity for an agent to see your work personally. It's more than a headshot. They get to actually see you in the room and see how you affect other people in the room and see your talent and your skill level. Do you do workshops? I mean, showcases? If you're great, yes. I think so, yes. And here's why. Nowadays, there are lots of use of the internet and a lot of self-taping is done by actors. And if you get submitted for an audition and they like you, they ask you to tape yourself and then submit the audition by tape. Agents can represent you no matter what part of the country you live in now because of that technology. So you could have an agent in New York or Chicago or LA, and if they see something that you're right for in the breakdowns, they will submit you for it and ask if they can put you on tape. And if they and then they call you and say, here's the sides, put yourself on tape, and email me your audition. And that audition can be emailed to the casting director. And if the casting director loves it and wants to bring you in to an audition, sometimes, when you're really, really up for the role, there's a budget to have you brought in and paid to come in and audition. So I think it's okay to do showcases. I think you got to make sure they're not scams. Don't be taken advantage of. And one way you could do that is look on IMDb Pro. IMDb Pro. And look up the names of the agents that are going to be at those showcases. When people put on a showcase, they should tell you the list of agents that are going to be there. And you'll know if they're legitimate or not. You can go on IMDb Pro, type in that agent's name, and it will show everyone they represent. You'll see if they really represent actors. If they represent 1 actor, 2 actors, or 300 actors. You'll see if they have legitimate clients. That's what I would do. I would check to make sure it's a legitimate event. But if it's a legitimate event with managers and agents and casting directors that you can find on IMDb Pro, yeah, definitely go to do the workshop. The showcase. I think it's a great idea. Okay, I just got off the phone with this amazing Skype conversation with a whole group of actors. That's how we spent our Sunday morning. It's called the New York Studio Professional Acting Conservatory. It's in Asheville, North Carolina, and I love it. Those teachers down there have like 300 years of experience combined in professional acting training. You've got to look for places like that where you live to get really solid conservatory training, acting training, on-camera training. This place happens to be in Asheville, North Carolina, and I know there's a girl who drives up there from Georgia, one of the students. So there was a whole group of actors there. They were asking me all kinds of questions. We did a Skype conversation about how to get into television when they're done with their acting conservatory, which is a 2 or 4 year program. So I love that. I loved spending my Sunday with them. And I suggest if you are wherever you are in the country, find a really good acting school that you can take acting classes with, a professional conservatory you can study with, an on-camera place, and you got to get good. Because paying all that money to do a showcase if you're not good, waste of time. And I want you to be successful. So good means you're one of the best in your class. Then you go to a better class, that you're not so good and you become even better. Now you become the best of that class. You've got to be the best in the areas you live in. If you're just average as an actor, those showcases will do nothing for you. You've got to be great. Okay, so try to work really hard this year to become the best actor you can be. And if you can't get to LA, find a showcase somewhere near you and go show people what you got. Share your talent and go for your dreams. See you later. Love you guys.